Welcome to today's 5-minute Bible study in the book of Joshua. We're in Joshua chapter 2. We're beginning to read today at verse 4. Now, the Israelites are camped on the east bank of the Jordan River, but they are prepared to cross the Jordan and to begin to take possession of the promised land. Jericho is their first objective. So I saw in yesterday's session that Joshua sent 2 spies on ahead. They crossed the Jordan, entered the city of Jericho. They're spying out the land. They're seeing the preparations, how ready the people are. However, the word reaches the government of Jericho, the king of Jericho, that these 2 men have entered the city. He suspects they are Israelites. Of course, he's right about that. And he realizes they are staying in the home of Rahab. And so he sends word to Rahab to turn the men over because he believes they are Israelite spies. However, Rahab makes the decision to protect the Israelites. Now let's look at how she does that and also why she protects them. Begin at verse 4. But the woman, that is Rahab, had taken the 2 men and she hid them. She said, "Yes, those men did come to me, but I did not know where they had come from. At dusk, when it was time to close the city gate, they left. I don't know which way they went. Go after them quickly. You may catch up with them." But she had taken them up to the roof and she had hidden them under the stalks of flax that had been laid out on the roof. So the men set out in pursuit of the spies on the road that leads to the fords of the Jordan. And as soon as the pursuers had gone out, the gate was shut. So Rahab gives false information to the officers of Jericho. She tells them that, yes, 2 men came to me. I didn't know who they were, but they left. They left at dusk. I think they headed out of the city. I think they're heading back east. If you pursue them quickly, you may find them. And so they believe her story. They have no reason to doubt it. Surely a citizen of Jericho would not help Israelites, they think. And so they go out quickly on the road, pursuing them. They think they're going back to the fords of the Jordan River to cross the river and rejoin the Israelite camp. They pursue them. She had hidden the men on the roof. She was protecting them. Why? Now, why would a citizen of Jericho protect these Israelite spies? Well, she tells them. Verse 8. Before the spies lay down for the night, they were going to stay there for the evening for safety, she went up on the roof and said to them, "I know that the Lord has given you this land, and that a great fear of you has fallen upon all of us, so that all who live in this country are melting in fear because of you." Now, Rahab is not a believer in the God of Israel, that is, the Lord. Jericho worships other gods. You know that, false gods, idols. But she's heard about the Lord. And she's realized the power of the Lord, the God of Israel. She's heard stories. She knows what he has done for them in the past. And she said, I perceive that the Lord has given you this land. You will take Jericho. You will take Canaan. I know this. We all know this. We're all afraid. We have heard, she goes on, how the Lord dried up the waters of the Red Sea for you when you came out of Egypt. Now that was 40 years ago. But the story has been widely told, has circulated all through Canaan, how God delivered with power the Israelites from bondage in Egypt. They've even heard about the miraculous crossing of the Red Sea. Also, we've heard what you did to Sihon and Og, the 2 kings of the Amorites east of the Jordan, whom you completely destroyed. Now, these were the Amorite kings on the east side of the Jordan River, whose land Israel had already taken possession of. We've talked about this before. They've heard how those 2 nations were defeated by the Israelites. When we heard of all of this, she says, our hearts melted in fear. Everyone's courage has failed because of you. For the Lord your God is God in heaven above and on the earth below. Rahab says, we've heard all those stories. We know what the Lord has done for you in the past. We know that the Lord, the God of Israel, he is God. We know that. He is God in heaven above. He is God on the earth below. He is God. We know that we cannot stand against you. This is why Rahab had protected the 2 Israelite spies, because she realizes that God, their God, is God. Eventually, she will come to faith. Toward the end of the story, we're going to realize she becomes part of the Israelite community. She becomes a convert. She is well on the way now. This is why she is protecting the spies. Your God, she says, he is God. Now then, please swear to me by the Lord that you will show kindness to my family. because I've shown kindness to you. Give me a sure sign that you will spare the lives of my father and my mother, my brothers and my sisters, and all who belong to them, that you will save us from death. And the men assured her, our lives for your lives. If you don't tell what we are doing, we will treat you kindly and faithfully when the Lord gives us the land. So they made a bargain. As she has protected the spies, when Israel takes possession of Jericho, they will protect her and her family. Her family will not be harmed. What a wonderful thing. God has a witness even in Jericho. They've heard about the Lord. Rahab has come to realize the God of Israel, He is God. She's going to become a believer. And so she makes this bargain with the spies. I've protected you. I'll help you get away. I know when you, the Israelites, take our land, you will protect me. And they agree to that. Tomorrow we'll look at the end of this story as the spies make their escape from Jericho and head back to meet the Israelites on the other side of the Jordan River. So join us next time for our 5-minute Bible study in the book of Joshua.